Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I'm your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Taurus in April 2019. Hello, Taurus. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. Oh, boy. Well, I'm filming this at the end of March. I think tomorrow is the last day of Mercury retrograde, so by the time you're watching this, it should be over. So happy end of Mercury retrograde, Taurus. Happy end of Mercury retrograde. And happy birthday to you Tauruses who will be celebrating later on in April towards the end. So happy early breakfast. Happy early birthday to you guys. And if you're watching this on your birthday or closer to it, yeah, message is the same. Hope you guys have an amazing day, okay? Taurus, shuffled off camera. That's your main spread there. What I'm going to do now is shuffle for the outcome and the overall energy. Once all the cards are out and they're lying face up on the board, that's when the reading begins. You know that if you've been here before. Look at what popped over there. 9 of Pentacles. Little single ladies energy. So some of you might, oh, right behind that is the 2 of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. So maybe some of you are having, oh, gosh. Some of you might be evaluating because, you know, the way I've spread this out here, she's kind of looking over her shoulder at these 2 people. So some of you might be looking at a love relationship or the potential of a love relationship or a certain connection. You might be doing some considering because the 9 of Pentacles is a very, like I said, single ladies energy. You don't have to be a single lady. You could be a single gentleman, but it's a very self-sustained energy. And so some of you might be kind of toying with the idea of welcoming in a certain connection, a love connection, or some of you might be looking back at a love connection and wondering, what was that all about? So that's just a quick little mini read for somebody. But anyway, so once all the cards are out and they're lying face up, that's when the reading begins. If you've been here before, you know that the timestamp is in the description box below. And if you're new here, that information applies to you too, of course. Also down there is the information you need if you want to get a personal reading with me. You just follow the steps. Readings right now are $25. I am going to be reevaluating that, or not even reevaluating that. I'm going to be changing that in the near future, either in May or June. That price will go up. I'm also going to restructure how I do readings, or the different types of readings that I do and how they're going to be priced out. So there will be some changes to sort of the menu, which really is kind of one thing right now. So that's going to be changed, and the price will go up for kind of the main reading, which I do for private readings, which is very similar to this, but with clarification and all that stuff. And the reason I'm doing that is because, you know, I've set goals for myself with this channel. You know, I did want to start it, you know, just to, you know, get myself out there as a reader, but ultimately the goal is to kind of turn this side hustle into a main line of income. Who knows how long that's going to take, but if I'm going to do that, prices have to go up. I got to change the way I do readings, or change the types of readings that I offer. So changes are coming. So if you want to get in now for $25, which is very cheap, I would suggest you book a reading ASAP, okay? So enough of my sales pitch. It's not the best one anyway. And let's go ahead and shuffle now for your outcome and your overall energy, okay, Taurus? Outcome for Taurus in April 2019, please. Oh, come on. Your cards came pretty easily. Maybe I bored them to death. There it goes. And it's way over there. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. Let me pause because it's like way, way over there. All right, Taurus, so your overall came like this in a sidewinder position. So let's find out which way it needs to go on the board. Which way for Taurus, please? Which way for Taurus? This way. Thank you. Wow. All right. So let's flip what came face down. And let's see what's going on in your life. Boom. Oh, gosh. Come on. There you go. Wow. Tons of people here. Tons of people here. Let's figure out how they all play together, okay? Where's Taurus in April 2019? Please show me Taurus in April 2019. Please show me Taurus in April. Oh. Thank you. Okay. Right there. All right, guys. Coming into April, you come in as the Prince of Wands. Fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Got a lot of people here, so just about any or all of the signs, well, not all, but just about any sign will be significant to you other than your own energy, Taurus. But Prince of Wands energy, you're ready for something, but you're still kind of gun shy, you know? Prince of Wands would be equivalent to a Knight of Wands in the traditional tarot decks. And that's kind of not expected, right, with the traditional interpretation of the Prince of Wands, right? That he would be kind of gun shy because, you know, the traditional interpretation of this card is very feisty, very fast, very energetic, very confident, and you might be all of those things. But, you know, the reason I use different decks is because, you know, the Rider-Waite deck is old as hell and it's not the same. And, you know, different artists interpret things differently. And so what I get here with this image, pardon me, is you're a lot, as active as you are, or as inspired as you are, or as creative as you're feeling, whatever you're amped up about, you're also kind of discerning about it. You know, you're not trying to be a fool right now, Taurus. You're really trying to move throughout the world, move into different arenas, make progress, make changes, and you want them to be smart. Like, no offense to anybody who, you know, watches tarot readings or practices tarot, but for me, and I mean other tarot readers will say it, some of the traditional meanings of him is that he's kind of foolish or foolhardy. You know, he just like goes into things kind of haphazardly or willy-nilly. And that's not this. You're not willy-nilly right now, which is kind of a fun thing to say to you. But you know what I mean? So you're being really methodical and patient. You know, as much as you want to burst through or push forward with something, I think some of you Tauruses, not all, but some of you Tauruses have lived that way before. Bursting in, you know, being kind of reactionary or being kind of speedy or just like impulsive with some of the things that you've done or said. And it didn't get you what you wanted. Might have burned some bridges that way. Might have hurt some feelings that way. Might have, you know, done or said things that you now regret. Yeah? And because, you know, you don't want to inflict any type of damage in that way or you know, have that type of impact, you still have that passion. You still have that drive. You still have that desire. But it's withheld a little bit. It's filtered, we'll say. It's filtered a little bit. And I think it's because there are people around you, Taurus, that you want to make connections with, that you want to build bonds with, that you want to patch things up with maybe, etc., etc., etc. You don't want to cross anyone, and you don't want anyone to cross you. Like, that's also an interesting thing. Let me pick this back up that I'm getting from him. That might not be traditionally associated with him. But I do get this sense of you're looking for reciprocity. I'm not sure if we have anything else about reciprocity on the board. I'm not looking there. But I feel there's like a lesson behind this for some of you. Not everybody's going to connect with this. This is definitely a more nuanced part of this card. But that pulled back energy, the reining in of this excitement and this usual bursting forth energy is because you've learned some lesson. You know, that sun behind his on the side of his head there. Something dawned on you. Something, you woke up to something. Yeah? You got clued into something. You discovered something. You were told something. You saw something. Whatever. It woke you up. And it affected other people, or it has either what you were enlightened by affected other people, or was initiated by other people, or what you do going forward, obviously, is going to affect other people. And you're more cautious about it now, Taurus. And that's kind of interesting, because I think Taurus is pretty considerate most of the time, not all the time, let's be honest. But I think many of you are very considerate. I think many of you give a damn about other people regularly. Others of you, stubborn, bullheaded, you know, all those archetypes apply to you, and you kind of, you know, do things on your own terms. So regardless of either group, I think that is like heightened in you right now. You want to cultivate good relationships with people. But it's up in the air, you know? It's up in the air. You've got a King of Pentacles below you. Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this could be partially your energy, but I'm getting that this is someone, if it's not you, could be a father figure to you, your own father, or, you know, older brother or uncle or someone like that. Doesn't have to be a male, but the masculinity of this card is pointed out to me. And there's a strong, stable, stoic person, male or female, but it is a masculine energy that I'm feeling. Strong, stoic, quiet, calm, slow, patient, methodical, pragmatic, okay? This person, you honor this person, yeah? You admire them. You're attracted to them. Doesn't have to be romantic, but you're attracted to them. Like, you feel safe with them. When they come around you, you breathe a sigh of relief. When you come around them, you put your head on their shoulder, and you have a little cry. Or you sit down and you have a heart-to-heart. This is possibly what I was feeling. I was like, it feels like a give and take between the two of you. And you notice, a lot of this is about your perception. I'm going to tell you that. Whatever I'm saying, a lot of this is how you're seeing the world or seeing your circumstances. So you see yourself as a Prince of Wands right now, aka a Knight of Wands. The King is 2 up from a Knight's position. So there's a distance, hierarchical distance between you and this person, this King of Pentacles. Again, father figure, boss, mentor, older brother or uncle, older cousin, you know, older sister. I don't care. It doesn't have to be a man, but again, masculine energy. And when I say masculine energy, I'm saying there's sort of this take charge, authoritative, assured energy about this person. Male or female, but the energy is masculine. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say when I say that. Stable. Provides security. That's the thing about kings. They provide. They are the providers. So you view this person as safe harbor. A wonderful person that you can rely on. And you honor them. And they're right beneath you. So I feel that this person is offering you support right now. In whatever you're trying to do. Whatever lessons you're learning. Whatever is pressing you in your mind or in your heart towards this guy or girl is here to support you. Here to make it all right. Kiss the boo-boo, you know? Mwah. Make it all better. Romantic, platonic, I don't care. And that's nice. But I feel there's a certain trepidation between you and this person. Like you worry about letting them down. You worry about disappointing them. I don't think that you worry that they would turn their back on you. I just think you don't want to give them reason to look at you and think, Taurus, and shake their head at you. I don't think you want that energy from them. So that might be, and maybe that's what it is. You know, I was saying a lot about go to them and cry on their shoulder. Maybe that's what your impulse is. I want to run to this person. I want to cry my eyes out to them and tell them all the things that have been going on in my life. But if I tell them what I did, if I tell them what I've done or what I've said and what happened, they're going to be ashamed of me. they're going to not understand me. They're not going to support. They're not going to support me, or you know, be able to sympathize with me, and you know. And I think that is a little. Again, this is about your perception. I think that's a little off base, because there's a lot of fidelity and there's a lot of loyalty coming from the King of Pentacles. Okay, it would take a lot for him to turn his back on you. Okay. Now, the other person of interest around you is this Queen of Wands, Taurus. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Male or female? Let's see. I mean, there is a strong feminine quality to the image of the card, but again, I'm getting masculine energy. So, again, it's the energy of the person. Gender and energy are not the same thing. The energy of this person is masculine. They might come in a feminine body or female body, okay? Or present themselves in feminine characteristics, but the energy is very strong. It's very fierce. It's very potent, very sexual in some cases, or amorous and vivacious kind of. And you might think immediately, okay, so if that's like the father figure, this is the mother figure. No, I think that this is someone external to you that might be someone you admire, but in a different way. Like, you admire the King of Pentacles because of the rapport you have. You admire him because of his strength and his courage and his stoicism, however you say it. He has a solid nature to him, and he's dependable. You admire this person because she's one up from the Prince of Wands. So she's definitely more wrapped up in the power that her Wands energy provides her with. She's a lot more decisive. She's a lot more adventurous and courageous and creative than the Prince of Wands is. So you're kind of looking at her and admiring her for how far she's come. Yeah? Could be a mother, but I'm not feeling like a mom energy here. I'm not feeling like these are your parents. They could be. Could be your parents. But I'm just feeling you're looking at this person thinking, I want to be more like them. I don't think you necessarily want to be more like the King of Pentacles. I think you just want him around in your vicinity to remain a loyal friend, a loyal compadre or companion. Whatever that relationship is, you don't want that to falter. Here, you want to see yourself level up to this Queen of Wands energy. But if it's an external person, it could just be an energy. It could just be like a way of living, a way of behaving that you want to kind of take on to yourself. But if it's another person, you're cautious to approach them. You have this intention, this fiery drive to do it. But again, this Prince of Wands today is a little held back, a little bit pulling on the reins. So your natural impulse might be to reach out and say, "Hi, my name is Taurus. I like your shoes," or, "Oh my God, I love the way," you might be seeing this person at a public event. "Oh my God, your presentation was amazing," or, "This is someone you work with. This is someone that you're dating." I don't know. Your natural inclination might be to kind of assert yourself and put yourself out there and give this person compliments and, become friendly with them. You're gun shy. Like, that is an intense look. This person means business. Excuse me. This person doesn't mess around. And as much as queens are often associated with receiving energy or receptive energy, being passive, the Queen of Wands is not passive. So because she's not passive, this energy, this person is not passive. It's very active, in your face. Very about their own business, getting shit done, go-getter attitude, go-getter, mantras and mindsets. You're a little put off by that, intimidated, maybe shy about it. And that's the thing, is because she's not receptive like a queen normally would be, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, even somewhat the Queen of Swords isn't, well, she's kind of receptive. The Queen of Wands is probably, at least in your reading today, she's like, I don't need anything. And so you're kind of like, what can I even bring to this person? Because remember, there was an exchange here. There was a rapport between you and the King of Pentacles. And there is a lack of a rapport, a lack of an exchange between you and the Queen of Wands. Interesting. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. And that could be, you know, that could be the thing you're trying to get enlightened about, or that could be the person that, you know, woke you up and gave you a bit of a piece of her mind. And now you're like, oh, wow. You know, you may have realized something because of this initial relationship, passing relationship, acquaintanceship, situationship. There's not a closeness to the Queen of Wands like there is a closeness to the King of Pentacles. This is very interesting. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Now, I would assume we would go right here, but I'm not feeling it 100% yet. Yeah, okay, thank you, because we're not done talking about her. This touches back to the Queen of Wands, this Emperor in reverse. I'll show you upright so you can become used to it. Aries energy, or excuse me, Major Arcana for the Aries. For Aries. But in reverse. So again, this reading is a lot about your perception towards how you're viewing your situation, how you're viewing the world and people around you. So with the Emperor in reverse, I think you're looking at this Queen of Wands as if she is the Emperor in reverse. And I'm saying she, gender is irrelevant, could be a man, doesn't matter. When the Emperor is in reverse, it's not an open energy. I mean, the Emperor normally isn't super receptive anyway. It's not usually very open. It's very decisive. The Emperor in his upright position, he's his own boss. He's an entrepreneur. He does what he wants on his terms. Yeah. In this reverse position, I'm feeling that even more. And again, I think it's your perception. It could be like one of those, you know, like in like a movie, sort of like a Devil Wears Prada thing, where someone is just so assured of themselves, so confident, so much in their boss energy, being a boss. Not necessarily literally the boss, but just owning themselves, having that self-awareness, yeah? They do it so much that you assume it never goes away. And like, they just constantly keep up that energy. Like, this is like the upright position of the Emperor times 1,000, I feel. And you're assigning that characteristic, whether it's true or not, to the Queen of Wands. So as much as the Emperor is kind of intimidating and might not be as approachable when he's in his upright, through your eyes, Taurus, you can't even get to this person. They're like the Wizard of Oz. Can't look behind the curtain. Don't know what's going on there. And the other thing about that I'm getting here is there's a lot of power here. You recognize the immense power this person has. It's alluring. It's intoxicating in some cases. And what do I mean by power? Maybe entrepreneurial power, yes. But I'm thinking it's more of like a self-contained power. I'm a powerful person just because I know what the I want. I'm a powerful person because I don't say, you know, if, you know, one of these things that I personally, in my own life, that kind of drives me crazy is women, not just women, but people, but especially women, who say, I'm sorry all the time. I'm sorry, could I get over here and grab, you know, blah, blah, blah. No. Why are you apologizing? Why are you sorry that you want to go and grab the creamer at Starbucks, but this person is standing in your way? Why are you apologizing to them for wanting, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of energy I think this person has. It might be, it doesn't have to be over something so petty as that, but there's this idea of this person, their energy is unapologetic, for good or for worse, okay? And you like that. Which is interesting, again, because Taurus, you're not naturally a timid sign. You're very strong. You're very bold. You're very much fixed sign energy. You're very confident and sturdy. You can withstand a lot and you can give a lot. But where you're starting in April, you're coming in a little more timid than you normally would. And it could be your draw to this Queen of Wands with that reversed Emperor energy kind of funneled through her, is you want to get back to something similar to that. Maybe that's an old version of yourself. Maybe you're looking at old photos of yourself, you know, on Facebook, you know, 5 years ago. You're scrolling through your Instagram feed and you're like, man, I started this thing like 3 years ago. And you're looking at yourself. Look at all those selfies that you took. And you were a bad bitch. You were a bad dude. And now you're like, what happened to my fire? What happened to my spark? What happened to that that I had? Okay? There's a desire to get in touch with this person, get in touch with this energy, but you're intimidated, you're a little gun shy, and not sure of what to do with them if they have that Emperor reversed kind of air about them right now. Interesting. So, what do you do? Or, who else is at play? Might be more people here. Let's find out. Maybe. All right, so, okay, I think that might apply. We'll see. All right, so right beneath that Emperor energy is kind of a weird mirror is how this is coming across. Strength card of Leo, so you might have a Leo in your life who is significant. But there's a strange mirror there where perhaps, or reinterpretation is how I'm getting it. Mirror, reinterpretation. So everything that I just said about the Emperor, boss, kind of like no nonsense, you know, entrepreneurial leadership spirit times 1,000. I think that is slightly mirrored here with the Strength card. Again, it could be a person or it could be an energy. I think this Strength card has a lot of those Emperor qualities that we just discussed, but it's a little bit more down to earth. Okay? Like if you just look at them side by side, they're not the same. Not at all. But there is still a similarity, right? Both looking right at us. Very confident, both. But the Emperor is so much more ornate, so much more decorative, so much more lavish, right? So much more showy in some senses, yeah? But still a well-defined individual. Unquestionably owns himself, owns his own identity, has agency, owns his own identity. What the hell does that mean? Has an identity, has a strong, well-defined identity. Now, you can say that too about the Strength card. But wearing some cut off, you know, off the shoulder t-shirt with a lion on it, has a crown too, or headband or something, but not as ornate and decorative as the Emperor. Is freer, perhaps in some cases, since the Emperor seems to be in some type of castle or some type of building, while the Strength card is outdoors. But there's still like this power between the two of them. This agency, this independence between the two of them. Softer here. Not as showy. Not as loud and in your face as the Emperor in reverse. Is this another person? Maybe. Maybe you're looking at all these people who are around you and you're noticing all the things about them that you kind of want to take into yourself, or maybe you're just appreciating. You could just be in a point of appreciation and admiration from your Prince of Wands starting position. And so if this is another person, similar to the Emperor, perhaps a counterpart to the Emperor, if this is like a workplace dynamic for you, maybe that is your boss, maybe this is like a supervisor or a coworker of yours who's just as amazing and just as you know, oh, I was going to say into themselves, but they know themselves just as much as that boss does, but you know, they're not in charge of anything. They're a lot more free. You know, they're freer with that outdoors landscape behind them. And again, similar to the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands could be this person. There's a lot of overlap here with the people. I hope you can piece together who it is. But similar to her, there's a little bit of a sexy energy here. There's a little bit of an allure, a little bit of a femme fatale kind of energy here. But again, if this is someone different, not the Emperor, not the Queen of Wands, and maybe these are three separate people, you have considerable distance between yourself and all three. Oh, wow. Interesting. They just threw this in here because this is very general, so it's not going to apply to everybody, and it's not going to apply in all areas, but they just gave me, maybe you're gun shy, Taurus, because these are three potential partners for you. Romantically, mostly romantically is how they're throwing this in, like they're smashing this into my head. Boom. But maybe that's it. You've got three different people who are similar. Maybe you have a type, you know, dark hair, dark eyes. Maybe that's your type. And, you know, you want to date them all, or you're interested in getting to know them all, but they all come with like different baggage or different, you know, idiosyncrasies, right? So you got two sexy ladies or two sexy men, it doesn't matter, who are kind of, you know, sexually out there. Then you have this really lush and like adorned, very just like showy yet confident Emperor in reverse. And you're like, damn, they're all amazing. And here I am, just a Prince of Wands right now. Am I up to snuff? Or, as you should evaluate them, are they up to snuff for me? That's how you should view it. But again, your perspective is, am I up to snuff for them? So for some of you, that's what this is. This is like a dating situation. This is like a maybe current partners, ex-partners, maybe. And choices. Maybe some of you are in like to polyamory or something, and you're like, I'm with all three of these people and my life is crazy. I don't know. Let me go back here quickly. If this is not a person, this would then be energy. And again, you're watching it or you're seeing it displayed and exhibited around you. And you want to know, how do I get it? What do I want from this energy? Maybe you don't want the cutoff t-shirt, but you want the vista. You want the wide open spaces, right? So this ability to move, this ability to travel and grow and kind of be free roam, right? I don't want the fashion sense. I want to get that from the Emperor. I don't want the sex appeal of the Strength card. I want the sex appeal of the Queen of Wands. So you might be looking at different people or different aspects of people around you, and you're kind of thinking, how am I going to build myself back up to get myself out of this, you know, Prince of Wands energy, which isn't terrible, but, you know, maybe you want to get back to being a King of Wands, or go back to your home suit and become the King of Pentacles. I don't know. Now, and that's kind of, yes. I like when it comes together. It comes together for me because I'm like, I think I said that. I felt the need to go here and talk, but they're like, no, go to the other places. And the reason now I think they wanted me to come here is because Nine of Cups is the wish come true card. Right? Dreams, wish come true, right? Because the dreams come true is the Ten of Cups. The wish come true card. And look at all of the people that surround the wish come true card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Different people, 4 different people maybe more than 4. Or if it's not 4 distinct people, maybe it's 2 people, but all this different energy. However it plays out for you, Taurus. Wish come true. Wish come true. There's something idyllic about all of these people, all of these cards, all of these things that we discussed that you want in your life. Do you want to embody them? In the case of the King of Pentacles or the Queen of Wands or anybody, is it a relationship that you want to see grow or flourish or remain solid and true? Whatever it is, it's all in line with what you're desiring. Nine of Cups, deep desires, man. Things you've been wishing for a long time. Or not even, okay, thank you. To be fair, some of you are coming into this wish for the first time. I've never imagined I could be like this person or that person or that person. But maybe I can. Some of you, this is a confidence building thing. Some of you, this is I think, did I say that earlier? Reimagination, reinvention, something? Did I say that? A something? or whatever. Nice. And for those where this is sort of romantic, sort of sexy, datey time, got two people here on this Nine of Cups. Traditionally, it's just that one guy seated. Why am I saying seated all day? I said seated for Aries. Seated. In the Nine of Cups, originally, it's the guy seated on a stool with his arms crossed in front of him. In this lovely deck, it's two people. So for some of you, this is... And that came out in the oh my God, I'm so silly. Came out in the pre-shuffle, in the start of the video. We had the Nine of Pentacles, single ladies energy, looking at the Two of Cups energy. So for some of you, this is a love reading. And I'm sorry that I'm getting to it so late, but this is a love thing. And this is about reinventing yourself or reevaluating what you want in terms of love and relationships. Maybe this is like the blueprint. Maybe like you, for people who date men, maybe your dad is sort of like a blueprint that you're kind of holding all your potential partners up to. Oh, well, my dad was like this and my dad is like that. And I could always depend on my dad. I could always cry to my dad. I could always go to him for advice. I want my partners to kind of exhibit that. Now, I didn't mention any of those qualities really in any of these potential partners. So if your dad is the backdrop or the blueprint for that, and you're seeing all this vivacious, sexy energy, all this confident, independent energy, is that necessarily in line with what you're wishing for? You know, I'm not trying to say that any of these other characters aren't loyal, aren't people that you couldn't confide in, are not people that you couldn't cry to. But if that's like one of your main criteria is I want a partner like my, which might sound kind of creepy to some people, but I want a partner that's like my dad. If that's important to you, make sure that these people are like your dad or like your father figure or whatever, whoever that is. Interesting. All right, guys, your outcome for April is that Two of Swords. So let's make some decisions, huh? But you can't, or you're not. Either you can't or you won't. So I think you have a lot of observation going on in your main spread, and that observation then turns into thinking and rethinking and reevaluation and wanting to move but then not moving, wanting to decide, wanting to say something but then saying nothing at all, right? This is a card of inaction. Those two swords are just staked in the ground there, not moving. This is under moonlight. So there's this idea for you, Taurus, that under the light of the moon, aka at night, you might get clarity. You might have more insight coming to you, perhaps in your dreams or from your subconscious space. But the time to act, either it's not now, or you're not ready, or you think it's past. You think, I might as well forget it. I missed my chance, or I'm not ready to make that decision. I'm not. There's just a not, no is what I'm getting. Number one, that's temporary. Okay, this is just a reading for April. Who knows when and where this might impact your life? It might not impact your life at all. And the reason I sighed, and the reason I'm kind of like, is because there's a lot of brightness here in your main spread. This is a very dark card. It's very dimly lit, yeah? So there's like this antithesis. There's like it's almost like, yeah, that's the only word I can come up with, is an antithesis to all of this is the outcome. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's indicative because of, like I said earlier, you're gun shy. You're not bouncing out into action. You're not springing forth. You're trotting forward. You're not galloping. It's a trot. Maybe that's why it's a Two of Swords. Can't decide now. Need more information. Need more time. Need to observe more. Need to interact with these people more. Need to make sure it's what I'm really wishing for. So the Two of Swords, as much as I think sometimes people don't like it, I think it serves you. Yeah? You're not rushing anyway. This confirms, don't rush. Sit quietly with your cat at night. You know, just chill out. Relax. Interesting. Your overall energy for April. Justice card. Major Arcana for Libra. So there might be a Libra in your midst who is important, but does not have to be. Why did that turn? That is an interesting cut. Wow. What did I do? That thing. What is this setting on this camera? That now it's like all pinkish. I wonder if it's been doing that the entire reading. Every card I put up here changes the saturation. Wow. I'm amazed. I'm sorry. I'm having a moment. Anyway. Crazy. It keeps doing it. I've never seen that before. Okay, listen. Libra. Might have a Libra of significance, but let's see. As your overall legal stuff, sure. Lawyers, courtrooms, settlements, court filings, things like that. That might be true for some of you as an overall energy. And maybe that's why you're gun shy. You know, you're tied up in some legal kerfuffle. But more than that, I'm getting that you are judging or you're being judged. And no matter the outcome, no matter the progress, no matter the road that you walk down, that someone else walks down, no matter the outcome of that situation or this situation, it's all just, it's all fair, it's all balanced. That's the goal for you. That's the goal for the other person. But more than anything, that's the goal of the universe. That's the goal of the powers that be. Whatever you believe in, whatever you don't believe in. And that's kind of guiding you. And perhaps because certain things aren't necessarily wrapped up, because I feel like that's also what's going on. Like some of you are getting decisions coming down in April. Things are being finalized in April for some of you. Things are just beginning the process of being judged or being evaluated in April. So until the final judgment hits, until justice is served in some form or fashion, that might contribute to you just kind of being in this, I'm just going to sit and watch. I'm just going to sit and evaluate. I'm just going to sit and take notes kind of energy, which then would funnel back to that Two of Swords in your outcome. You have an interesting reading. It's very layered. It's very general, right? And some of you are trying to come to some greater understanding, which again might be why you're looking at other people. You're considering what your true wishes are, things like that. Because the crown of pathways or doorways above her or across her crown there, across her head, is kind of, you're wondering the paths you've taken, the paths you will take in the future, all the paths. Which ones are the right ones? And for those that I think were the wrong ones, what am I supposed to learn? What was the justice in that situation? What was the that's kind of tricky. I hope you're kind of getting what I'm saying there. All right, Taurus, I can't really say much more about that because number one, I don't think I can articulate it because it's so different for everybody. And number two, I think you're already in this thinking about it, considering where your feelings are, where your head is, all that kind of stuff. You're already in this contemplative state, so I'm not trying to add to that. So we're done. All right, Taurus, that's your reading for April. If you liked it, there is a like button down below. Hit it. There's a comment section. Tell me how it resonated. Share this video across your social media platforms with the share button. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel if you are not already subscribed, and hit that bell notification. Let you know when I upload. Let you know when I'm doing stuff on the channel. All I do is upload right now. I'm yet to do anything else. But I'll keep you informed and everything like that. And of course, doing all of those things helps YouTube know, hey, EmpathicFire is a channel that I like. You should show her content or the content that is put up on this channel to everybody else. So comments, sharing, subscribing, all of that stuff gets me in circulation. So if you want to help me out, if you want to see me continue to grow my channel, please interact with the content as much as possible. I thank you a million times, okay? All right, Taurus, thank you again for watching up until this point. I'm probably going to do the mid-month readings. I'm probably going to do it. I liked it the first time I did it, so I'm probably going to keep it up. And if I don't, then you'll just see me in May. Oh, wait, and then at the end of this month, you're going to see a birthday reading for you guys because you guys are up next. So you got some things to look forward to, okay? I will see you guys very soon then. Take care. Bye.